Alrighty, so yeah, welcome to my gameplay overview of The Forest, which I've recently picked up and have immediately fallen in love with. That is, the concept for this game is just absolutely amazing. Being, yeah, crash landing onto an island of cannibalistic tribes and having to build a shelter and survive and, you know, work your way through the tribes and their different traits and characteristics and loves and hates and all that kind of stuff. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'll quickly go through my shelter and then kind of just run through playing as I go. Just a bit of a, you know, an explanation of my thought processes and systems at play. Oh, look at that. The sun shining in through the trees. Beautiful. So yeah, like I've set up my shelter just over here. This is like a temporary shelter I built just to survive the first night. Built near this abandoned yacht, which had like some rope and family photographs and a decapitated head on the table. Some good resources and things, but yeah, it was otherwise abandoned. And then I found this grave on the beach, which is ominous. Ooh, a cassette. Oh, some of these things have reset, okay. The photo of the yacht, which is creepy. And then yeah, I'll quickly run through to the shelter, which I absolutely love. I've really fallen in love with my own shelter, which I know is pretty arrogant, but the design is pretty sweet. And yes, I chose to go near the beach as well, just because ready supplies of food. There's fish and turtles, and I can. It's kind of grim, but kill the turtles and collect their shells. Put the shells on little stands of sticks and collect rainwater in them. So I've got a source of fresh water. And here's my funky little shelter. Hell yeah! So. I'm kind of in between two mutant camps at the minute, and you can see where I've been cutting down the trees here to build the shelter, which has taken a lot of work, to be honest. Somewhere over here, I'll get my bow and arrow actually. Somewhere over this way is a tribe camp, and then over here, I think there's another camp, or at least there's like some caves that a different tribe emerge from. Over here you get these really tall super hench dudes covered in mud who are just like aggressive by default and will immediately run over and start attacking me. Over here I've had a more interesting relationship with the tribe. They're just kind of normal humans, all painted up, mostly naked, and the first few nights we encountered each other, we kind of just had these like non-violent standoffs. Just eat some food, my guy's hungry. Yeah, we just kind of like faced each other down. They would run at me, I would run back at them, but no violence happened. Unfortunately, one of them attacked me, and I basically beat them to death with a club, and like caved their head in with a rock. But no one else saw that, so I think it was a scout. So no one saw that, so that was okay. And then they came back the next night, in the middle of the night, and I gave them some fish, and they seem to just be friendly from now on. Which is really, really cool. So I think I'm on good terms with that tribe, but I don't know for sure. What the hell? See, that was ominous because it's these trees. I found tribes people up the trees, like waiting to ambush me, which is absolutely terrifying. But yeah, so this is the outside of my fortress. Here's the entrance, adorned with a severed shark head and skull, just to wear off any invaders. Giant spikes just for the intimidation factor and just kind of secure my entrance. I've got all these spikes on sticks and palisade walls and rock defences. This deadfall trap, which I've only recently learned how to make, which is it's, you know, killed rabbits and humans alike, and you can reset it with these sticks in the 4 shape, and yeah, that thing just comes slamming down on them and it's like an instant kill, which is really, really helpful. I use this campfire, which has a lovely sea view, for burning the corpses of tribespeople, and yeah, with that I can get access to their bones, which I'm now wearing as armour, as you can see on my shoulder, on the bottom right. This is my log sled, which has increased the amount of logs I can ferry back and forth, because like me by default I'm not very strong, so I can only carry 2 logs. With this thing I can carry like up to 16, I think, which has made building this way easier. Here's my little window looking inside. Yeah, more spikes, plenty of spikes. Currently working on a treehouse. There was a treehouse here, but that got knocked down by some mutants which attacked me in the night whilst I was inside it, which was absolutely terrifying. Go around, here's like a forest clearing. There's a nice little pond that I can get fish from. And then yeah, that's that in a nutshell. Let's go inside. fantastic. So yeah, here's my little courtyard. Home sweet home. Oh, it's gonna lock the door. So yeah, pretty simple design, but I really, really like it, and I've spent so many hours in this little place now surviving and just getting by. Oh, a tree. I need to get my spear out. A tree is growing through the table. Get out of it. There we go. So yeah, I got my little archery range here. Get my lighter out. Some birdhouses, so I can collect feathers to add to sticks to make arrows. Here's my little campfire, which I've designed myself. You can get like some leaves on there just to get the fire ready going. So I designed that completely myself, and I really, really like the setup with the shelf on top. This is kind of like a prefabricated design for a stone fire, which is cool, but I don't know why I just wait for this one. And somewhere, where's my pot then? Oh, for God's sake. I had an old pot which I was using to make stews and boil water in, and it seems to have either been stolen or disappeared. Here's my drying racks containing fish from the pond that was over there. That's unfortunately bits of dried turtle, which, you know, they shouldn't get preferential treatment over the fish, but gotta eat. And then some rabbit skins, which is delightful. Then yeah, here's a little living space. Let's get that bad boy going. Behind here I've got my shelf with some salvaged Coke cans, well, like soft drink cans, and a bottle of beer. A bench for resting, so I can just sit here and get my energy back while sheltered from the rain and such like. Yep, table, chair, stick collection, rock collection, little window out, which has proven really annoying, to be honest, because the tribes people work out the easiest routes in. So you can see I've had to like really barricade this up with like stick fences and rock walls and extra logs, because tribes people were crawling in through there or just peering in and seeing that I was home, which was really creepy. There was one time I was playing and I think I was working out where to put this table, and like just casting my eye around, and I turned and boom, there was one right there, like right here, just looking through before I had any of this stuff. And he'd just been watching me build my shelter, and it is honestly terrifying. Like, it can be really scary at night time. So yeah, here's my little steps going up, building a tree house here. My tree sap collector, brilliant for gluing feathers to weapons and myself. Rainwater, need to drink that. Here's my little outpost with an arrow basket and a chair, so I can just watch the world go by, which I never get the chance to do because I'm normally under attack. With a really cool view. It's like quite a memorable landscape, which makes it easy to navigate around and get back home. And then yeah, my other one here. So I built these two towers because initially this was just like the little fort setup with just the palisade wall, but the tribes people, I would be inside and I could just hear them attacking, and there's actually a few parts of the wall, namely down here where I put these spike things that are quite weak and rickety, because the tribe kept attacking the path of least resistance. They kept attacking the same spots to try and get in, which is like, I love the artificial intelligence at play there. But yes, I built these towers and learned how to make a bow and arrow, and I've been practicing with that archery thing, the target, just so I can rain arrows down, and I've had really good success with that. Tribes people can't get in, but I can basically just lodge an arrow into their brain and see them off. Yeah, so that's an intro to my little base. This has been like the majority of my playtimes in building this badass thing. I absolutely love it, and I really, really love this game. And I'm actually due a bit of an adventure out, like into the wilderness, which I'll put into a separate video. Oh, one last thing actually. Let's pop down. Yeah, I'm going to record my adventure out as a separate thing. Look at that. What a cozy little place. It's even better at night time. It like feels relatively safe and secure. Brilliant. Yeah, so one other thing is over here I've built a little... Oh, is that bird going to use it? That'd be sweet. Yeah, a little bird kind of refuge, so I can collect their feathers without murdering them, because I felt really bad. I've like killed loads of birds, just like chucking rocks at them, clubbing them if I can get close to them. So I built this little thing just so I can collect their feathers, and the meat you get from birds isn't really worth it anyway, but the feathers, I'd wallop them so hard with like a rock club. Here we go. Opportunity knocks, you know. Oh, Jesus. Actually, no, I'm going to be nice to them. Give me your feathers. What was I saying? Oh, that's right, yeah. So I'd club the birds and their feathers would go flying everywhere, so it actually wasn't very effective. There we go. Seagulls are stupid, aren't they? Feather. Feather. Perfect. I can make more arrows. Oh, Jesus. Okay, here we go. Right on cue. So this is the tribe that can be friendly. I'm gonna back off though. I'm not gonna antagonize him. Oh, there we go. Down from a tree. Okay, he's armed with fire. That's new. What the hell? Why would you do that, mate? Oh, okay. Oh, and they're screaming. They're screaming and going weird. Okay. It's going so well. Actually, come on, mate. Come over here, bud. Ooh. This is new. Come on. Come get me, mate. This way. Bingo. Let me reset the trap. I don't have any sticks. Okay, right, back to the safety of the fort. Come on. Need to lock the door. Oh yeah, and I've got a contingency plan in case things go terrible or mutants come back. See these piles of dry leaves? I've got them kind of bordering... Oh no. Oh no. I've never fallen down here before. Okay, no better time to call the video because I've trapped myself somewhere that I've never trapped myself before. Brilliant.